And salutations, one and all. My name is Ghostman number 1, and you are in for a treat. Yes, we got another tutorial going, and we are doing this tutorial in the 1.9 pre-update. So hopefully next week is the actual release of 1.9. So I feel a bit more confident about releasing some of these tutorials, because you know some of my tutorials have gone by the wayside because they gone and fixed them. But here we are, welcome again, and as you can see by the description, behind me is another item elevator. Yes, I've done quite a few of them now, and there is another one I'm working on. It's a glass item elevator, and that's right, in the description it says friendly Nether item elevator. That is correct. You are listening to that. It is indeed a glass item elevator that is friendly for the Nether. You heard it here first. A friendly Nether item elevator. But without hesitation, let us go and have a look at this item elevator. Here it is in all its glory. It just relies on a hopper clock. Very complicated. So as you can see, there you go. There's the items going up. All there is exactly the same principle as some of the other ones I've done. It's a cobble wall that changes its state. So the reason why I've chosen a cobble wall here is we need these items to fall down this little gap you see, which is created there. So that is that. Now, it's not 100% lossless. Although I can argue that it is 100% lossless. It's 99.998% lossless. And that's after checking it with hundreds of thousands of items. I don't release these without telling you. I have tested it with like 30 double chests going through this. And it lost 2 items. I don't know where they went. That's the reason why I got the stair in here and everything. But you don't have to take my word for it. So let us go through to the Nether. And hello, and we'll go and have a look. And yes, here we are in the Nether. And as you can see, we got wither skulls going into the operation here. And the doors are shut. There we go. Simple. And as you can see, I will even bring this up so you know it's no glitch. As you can look at the biome, it says we're in hell. Alrighty, so that is it. So it works beautifully, absolutely beautifully. So let us go through now and rebuild it. But as you can see, we got a little building area here, and we have our items here. So we're just going to gather up our items to get started. It's not very complicated. As I said, I'm building another one that doesn't rely on a clock. Well, it is a clock as such, but it turns off afterwards. The only problem with that one, I've only got it up to 99.98%, and that's not with testing hundreds of thousands of items, so I need to carry on working with that. So what you want to do is we want to start off with the bottom of our shaft. So if we put 2 of your solid blocks down here with a cobblestone wall, it has to be a cobblestone wall because it's got a larger surface area, and then just wrap that round in a U shape like so. You can actually bring this out a little bit further. Then down below here we're going to put obsidian there, an obsidian there, and obsidian there, or a non-movable block I should say, and then another cobblestone wall there, and then a slime block behind it like so. So this would be the open position for receiving. We then want to put some glass along here. Now it is important here to put an upside down stair block like that. Now I know it treats it as a full box, you can probably see the hitbox there, but this area is a void, so items can flow through it. If you ever did want to see it, if you put water streaming here, which actually makes them 100% lossless, but to make it Nether friendly we can't use water. So the items can then ricochet back out if it sandwiches, because the main issue with this is when this closes, it can clip the block and then the item gets squeezed and then it fires it out in all directions. But with the top clock timer we've reduced that. So here we go, we're just going to build this up quickly. And we're just going to make a little glass shaft. Again, you don't have to make it out of glass. I've been referring to it as glass elevators because that's what you mostly make it out of. You make it out of glass, and I think it looks sexy in glass when you see items flowing up. But there we go. We're not going to make this too high. Then all you want to do is your hopper collection on top. So whatever hoppers you want to place on top. You know how to do a collection. You can even have a water stream here. I would probably even put a cap on it as well, just to make sure any items do get stopped, because I think that might reduce the risk of items flying off. And then all we need to do over here is if we put our non-movable block there, and then a dropper there. The dropper is important because you don't want it to be a dispenser, because if you have like TNT going through or anything like that, what will happen is that will fire the TNT, which will cause you a bit of a nightmare with an explosion. So then all we're going to do is we're just going to build the glass up around like so. And that is basically the main part of the elevator done. So now all we're going to do is we're going to swap out some of these items here because we want our redstone back in. Like that. There we go. Perfect. So then all we're going to do at the back here, just do a solid block there. And then all we're going to do is a 3x3 platform, with this one being a solid block like so. There we go. And it's just a simple clock that detects the items in there. So we just want a comparator out with a repeater going into that block and a repeater going into that block, both on 1 tick, and then a bit of redstone on the rest of the remaining. So that is the clock all set up. So now that's going to immediately fire items as soon as we put it in there. So if I just grab a stack of that, there you go. See, it just works. So all it's doing is detecting the item, sending a signal, and then it's getting reset, so restarting the whole process. Now down below, where you want to go, oh, that's me going wrong there, is you want to put a sticky piston behind this block, and then behind the sticky piston, put a redstone block. And then again here we're going to put another sticky piston, because all we're doing here is building a simple hopper clock. So there we go, we got now our 2 sticky pistons like that, so they're just going to pass the items back and forth to each other. Then on this side we're going to put our hoppers, so just pop your hoppers and make sure you place them into each other. To place them into each other, just press shift click on the item, so that you should have it like that, so it's just going in one big loop. Then all we need to do on this side is we're just going to do a little platform out like that on this side, which is 2x2. And again on this side 2x2. You can get rid of these corner blocks, but all we're going to do is a full block there and a full block here with a comparator again running out of the hopper on both sides. So that's going to detect when the items are flowing through. And lastly then, a dollop of redstone there and a dollop of redstone behind that piston. So that is the hopper clock done. I think I built this one too far over to the side because obviously, as you can see, I'm not on my platform properly. But then what we're going to do, now I would just stick with 32 items. You can go lower, but then you got to remember it's not then that 99.998, because what we're trying to do is reduce the chance of an item colliding with the bottom of that stair block there, which then will result in it flying out in all sorts of directions. So that's why I stick with 32, because then it's less items, and there we go, it's away. So then all we have to do then is we'll just put some items in here just to test it, and then eventually this will open, etc. Now, as I said, if you're using this in the overworld, use water if you wanted to do it that way. If you want to have it all closely together, if you're relying on streams, make sure you have a look at the other tutorial I've done, one of the other free glass elevators. I should hopefully have a link at the end of this video for that. But as you can see, that has worked successfully and it's gone all the way to the top. So now all that's left to do is thank you guys all for tuning in. I appreciate it greatly, and I will see you in the next Ghostman tutorial, hopefully with another one of these. I'm working on it. I just need to get that percentage just a little bit higher. But other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching. Love you lots. Other than that, bye!